16 win against Michigan State. 17-16, that's at West Virginia and Baylor, I don't know, 2 minutes of game time to score that many points? If that long. Scorefest coming.
This halftime report is presented by Buick. Experience your kind of convenience, peace of mind, entertainment, and luxury.
It was homecoming in Morgantown, West Virginia's first conference game as a member of the Big 12 against Baylor. And it's homecoming, and speaking of Big 12, that might be the biggest 12. Number 12, Geno Smith, but old number 11, Nick Florence, was pretty good in his own right. Tied at 21, Nick Florence to Tevin Reese, 65 yards. Baylor takes the lead. Now, take another look at what happened here. Guys were running open all day long, Luke.
Well, what happens, people are trying to play the pattern, the man, etc., and the safety man gets caught up there. He doesn't have enough depth. He's trying to guess who he's going to throw it to, and consequently he guesses wrong, and you don't have the speed to catch Salubi.
Tevin Reese scoring. He had 4 catches, 120 yards. Mark, Geno Smith, Stedman Bailey, a great combination. High school teammates worked all day.
Terrific job of patience right here by Geno Smith. He knows exactly where Bailey's going to be in the back of the end zone. Easy touchdown for the Mountaineers.
That was Bailey's second touchdown. By the way, he'd have 3 more of them, including this one. Bailey went over 300 yards receiving. At this point, Geno had completed 12 straight. It was 26 of 28. Had twice as many touchdown passes as incompletions. Now, just before halftime, this is what drives you crazy about these two defenses. It's just before halftime, and you're going to give up a 67-yard score? Lanier Sampson, the play is under review. Thought Florence might have crossed the line, but everything has to be across the line. You got something behind it, it's good. So they say Nick was good. So they split 70 points in the first half, 35 apiece. Everybody scoring. We had a wild shootout going in Morgantown, third quarter. Game tied at 35. This has been sort of the bread and butter for West Virginia. Short pass, long run. Tavon, awesome.
Awful tackling on this play. When you've got a guy that's fast, it's wide open in the field, you make the tackle first. 5
touchdown passes for Geno. Do I hear 6, Lou?
Oh, this is incredible here. Great throw here. And how do people get that wide open and don't play either zone or man? They don't play a team defense.
It's 49-35, fourth quarter. Now we jump ahead to 56-49. And, well, there's Stedman Bailey.
This is like Thanksgiving in the backyard, pitch and catch, little football in the backyard.
At Thanksgiving games, people actually defend. 7 touchdown pass. Okay, show me what happened here, Lou.
Well, what you're going to see, the corner to top, they're trying to guess, they're trying to play inside out, read the coverage. Notice a guy will follow the inside receiver in, put 2 guys on the inside guy, trying to read a pattern. Nobody covers the deep guy there. Just either play a man or play a zone, but don't try to play the pattern.
63-49, but Baylor wasn't done because Nick Florence threw for 581 yards himself and 5 touchdowns. Baylor down 63-56. You know, Geno's not finished. He's going to go to work again, finds Bailey again. Smith set a school record, 656 yards. He tied a Big 12 single game record with 8 touchdown passes. Only taking him 1 Big 12 game to do that, by the way. 70-63 as Geno goes off. 8 touchdown passes, 6 incompletions. That's a very, very good ratio. Look at the numbers that were put up today.
If he was my quarterback, that would have been a career. We didn't throw it that much.
8 touchdown passes in a season at least.
Career.
Stedman Bailey's over 300. A guy you didn't see in the highlights was Baylor's Terrence Williams. He had 17 catches for 314 yards and a couple scores in his own right. Tavon Austin had 14 catches, and West Virginia put up more than 800 yards of offense. Spoke with Geno Smith a little while ago. Asked him about, you can put up numbers, sure, but what's the significance of doing it when you had to have huge numbers just to win the game?
You know, I think that's the reason for it. We needed them, and every down I go out there and I try and do my best to put us in the best position to move the chains, but today it was one of those unique situations where the other team was just rolling on offense, and they have a great offense as well, and those guys did an incredible job today, and that kind of put pressure on us and made us focus in for 60 minutes, and it's the reason for us, putting up those gaudy numbers today. I've gotten better physically as well as mentally. I've grown, I've put on weight, I've gotten stronger. I feel myself making better decisions out there. I understand the offense a lot more than I did last year, and I'm doing a great job at reading the defense and putting us in a great position to move the chains. And I think the lumps that we took last year and those losses that we took last year really molded us into what we are now.
And what they are right now is an offensive juggernaut. I mean, Geno, 20 touchdown passes, no interceptions so far. He only threw 31 touchdown passes all of last year, threw for more than 3,000 yards, and Holgorsen was like, hey, yeah, he was a little above average. He's way above average right now. How this offense, clearly national championship contention worthy. Don't know about the defense. What do you think about where West Virginia is right now?
You don't know about the defense?
No, I do know about the defense. They're not very good.
They're awful.
They're terrible.
They've got to pick it up. I think in practice, they've got to practice tackling because they're not doing it in the open field. This is a defense that's very confused against offense. They get out there, they don't know who to cover. I think the problem with this football team, Dana Holgorsen has to face it. They've got to make changes defensively. Their offense can score with anybody, but defensively, they've got to make stops. They couldn't do it in this game. But I'll tell you what, his quarterback and the way that he's developed them from last year to this year, fabulous. He's done everything right this year. Hasn't done anything wrong.
Okay, let's go to the old secondary coach then. What Mark says they need to make changes on defense. What changes?
I want to tell you what you need to do to defend West Virginia. Their passers great, protection super, receivers outstanding. Don't let them run after they catch. Go play zone, drop there, tackle them after they catch it. I'll bet you over 70% of their yardage comes after they catch the football. On defense, it's basic fundamentals. There's 8 fundamental principles of defense, and they don't do them. And if you don't do those, you ain't going to play good defense. I use the word ain't for emphasis, not to illustrate the caliber of education I had at Kent State.
You're saying perhaps that the Mountaineers need a little education on defense then too, huh?
Back to fundamentals. You got a new defense coordinator. We talked to him yesterday. He's pleased. They're making progress. They're getting better. They're getting more familiar with the system. I trust them.
All right, maybe you need some education on defense through the Mountaineers, but let me tell you something. School is open, and Geno Smith is the teacher when it comes to offense. The Mountaineers are putting up huge numbers. John Green going in.